I think it's just as, people first, purpose is a big word at the moment, if not a new revitalized over the last year, where a lot of people reflected on what we're doing and why things are going the way they're going. So what is it for you then? What's your angle on purpose-driven is obviously a great idea, and I think there's a lot of evidence as well that purpose-driven organizations perform better. Why is it that we're still hanging on to this profit model so much, and what sort of is a step to do to get off that mindset?
The great question. I think part of the challenge is people are scared to, or organizations are scared and they also don't know how. I think what we've lost over the last, I guess, probably decade is actually what true leadership actually is. We have lots of, especially from multinationals, when you look at their leadership programs, they're actually management essentials. They're not leadership essentials. They don't tell people or help people to become leaders. And I think that's the gap that's there. So you don't have people striving to achieve a better tomorrow for their customers. They're really just going around getting their quarterly numbers or whatever they need to do. And the gap I see in most organizations is a lot do have a purpose. So they have a purpose statement that's written on the wall. It's the first slide of a PowerPoint presentation. But there's no connection from purpose to strategy to execution. And it's making sure that there's that link from purpose to strategy, which is the enabler. Which really transforms organizations because it means people start to make decisions and focus on achieving what the ultimate goals of the organization really is. And I think, you look at most of the successful organizations over time have always been purpose-driven in the beginning, especially there's generally always a passionate leader at the beginning of any organization who's wanting to change the world in some way. And what's happened over time is as the organizations get bigger, and you end up with far more tiers of layers of management, that gets lost. And then it becomes about policies, procedures, quarterly targets, and things that, most people lose the will to live over. And what we need to do is re-engage back with that real reason for why this organization exists and what their ambition is for their customer, and really help them to go out there and give them permission to be bold and go out there and really change the game. Because, I talk about a lot of workshops that I do. I sort of say to teams, we want to make your time in this organization worthwhile. We just don't want to have done the same shit everybody else has done. Sorry, I shouldn't. But we want to go out there and work out how we do it better and how we do it differently, but how we ultimately do it for the right reasons as well. So that's part of what the book is hopefully inspiring for people or leaders to go out there and do.